Hello everyone, my name is Kelly Ryan Locker and I'm here today on behalf of John Paul Mitchell Systems as well as Cosmoprof. Now today we're going to be doing some dimensional foiling. So on my guest today, Andrea, she is super blonde all year long, but in the fall she likes to take it down a notch or two, but still likes it to be really playful, likes to see that movement in the color. So today we're going to be working with our Shines XG, our Demi-Permanent. It is ammonia-free color. So we want to go in there and create that depth and fun for her without a commitment. So that means it's going to just fade off of the hair. So we're not, she decides she wants to in 4 weeks go back blonde. We're really thinking about the integrity of her hair. We're not trying to pull through that permanent barrier to get her back blonde or if she decides to change it up a bit. So today we're going to be working with, I've got 2 different shades. We've got a 4RV with 10 volume. That's mixed 1 to 1.5, and a 7N mixed 1 to 1.5, okay, with 10 volume on both of those. So as you can see, I've got Andrea parted off already. We're going to be working with some triangles. Working with those triangles, I'm going to take thin slices for her fine hair so I can get really close to the scalp without seeing any lines through there or any holidays, but she's going to have more of a dramatic feel, but seamless at the same time, if that makes sense. And we'll see that unfold. So we don't want to mute those colors laying on top of one another if we were to do it in a horizontal manner. So you would just see those shades just covering her blonde. So if we come in and do it at a diagonal, we're really just giving dimension into that blonde, and that's where we're going to see the movement. So we're going to start in the nape, and I'm going to work off of these triangles. I'm going to alternate my 2 different shades as we work up the head. So having her parted off, I'm going to make sure that I have myself set up for success so I can move through the hair very efficiently and clean. Just going to go through there and take a thin slice at that diagonal. Putting a foil in there. I'm going to start with my 4RV. So I want to see that depth on the bottom there, closer to where her hair is going to pull up. And as we know, we have blondes that want to be super blonde, and I'm one of those too. But with low lights, we really can give that effect because we need something dark to go beside our light for our light to look really bright. So misconception, I think a lot of times, is we need to go lighter, 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 but in reality, we'll just put a little bit of dark there beside it. It makes the blonde really pop. So that's what we're going to do. She is going to be a little darker overall, but she's still going to have that light and bright she's looking for. I think that's a really good transition for our blondes that don't want to commit to that dark hair for very long going through the fall season. I'm going in now with my 7N. Taking that on, we want to make sure we get our foils nice and neat and locked in, so our clients are really looking at all of those things. The neater our work looks, the better we work and the cleaner and faster that we can work. So we're just going to continue in a diagonal all the way up the head shape. Now I'm not going to do these just super, super close because I don't want to take away too much of her blonde. But I am going to do them a little closer on the nape because I want that shadow of that darkness to underlay underneath her blonde to really make the top pop. So again, working with our Shines XG, it's Demi-Permanent. So she's just going to have no line of demarcation. It's just going to fade off. Usually about 6 weeks. It just depends. Really important to advise your guests too. Are they going to be in swimming pools? We're still not quite into fall yet. what is their routine like so that we can make sure that we help them manage their hair color. We have to really educate them so that they're making the investment in their hair color, but they're also investing in us as professionals. So it really is our job to keep them informed on how to treat and take care of their hair and their hair color. I'll be sending Andrea home today with the Ultimate Color Repair. It's going to offer her up to 9 weeks of more vibrant color so she can keep these low lights really rocking until she decides to do something else. So as you can see, we've got that parted off. It's moving pretty quickly. Just going to make sure I stay in the center of that triangle as it gets to the top. Should it split into two, I would do 2 different foils there. But I'm really just looking to break this up and cause some movement and fun in there and some dimension. So we're not looking to get every single hair painted on the section. So if it's a little bit wide and you leave that out, it'll be fine. It's really going to depend on your guest's head shape. What I love about the Shine Fix G is in the name it says it there, you have a lot of shine with the color. I really like how it goes on really nice and smooth when you're applying it. It's not got a harsh smell, it doesn't have the ammonia, so really nice transition to give her a nice healthy shiny look as we go back down from this blonde, especially during the summer. Now, I pre-treated her with our Awapui Wild Ginger Kera Triplex treatment. The Kera Triplex treatment is going to help mask breakage by 80% and help to ensure her color by up to 67% and cause shine by 37%. So she's going to have all of those benefits. So we went in there and we helped create a better foundation for her to take this color, for it to really grab and hold on. Sometimes with those blondes, they really get overworked and compromised. So I wanted to give her a good foundation so we could equal out the porosity as we go into this semi-permanent. Also important to know when you're using the Kera Triplex, we really want to do any of those treatments. If we're working with a demi-permanent color, we want to make sure that we do a Kera Triplex treatment prior to that demi-service. Because it goes so deeply into the hair shaft, we don't want to lose any of that color. You could do any permanent, or if you were just doing a lightening service prior to any toning of a demi, you could do your Kera Triplex before or after if you needed to pre-treat a blonde, or after, either way. But demi-permanent, toning, or color, we want to make sure that we do our Kera Triplex beforehand. So I'm just continuing to work up that head shape, taking thin slices, working through my section with the 7N and 4RV. Remembering that Shine Fix G is mixed 1 to 1.5. And again, no ammonia, so she's going to have a really nice look, and she's going to love me at the end because her hair is going to feel and look better than it did before she came in, not just because of the Kera Triplex treatment, but because of the color and the shine that it has in there. And again, we're not putting any ammonia on her hair, so she'll be able to pop that blonde back in there and do whatever she wants to do in transition without sacrificing that integrity of her hair. So as you can see, I'm able to move pretty quickly. And precise. So she is going to be ready to rock and roll in no time. Now with our Ultimate Color Repair, I was talking about sending her home with, we have a shampoo, conditioner, and the Ultimate, or the Triple Rescue. It's a two-part. So we're just continuing up our section here, alternating our 7N and our 4RV in our Shines XG on Andrea. Continuing to break up that blonde, giving her a nice transition into fall, but still a lot of movement without that commitment of that growth. We won't see that line of demarcation. It'll just fade. She can either decide to get low lights again, or she can go ahead and do some highlights, just kind of whatever she decides she wants to do, but we'll keep that integrity of her hair throughout those processes. So I'm going to move on to the left back section. We're going to do just like we did the previous section, working through at a diagonal. So when that falls, it's really going to create a nice brick lay seam, if you will. So she'll have those nice colors really cascading through that blonde. We're going to start again with our 4RV in that bottom section. It's a little trickier to get those diagonals coming, but you just got to get that dexterity in your hand and practice and get that foil holding on nicely. It'll be easy breezy. Make sure I lock that foil in nice for her so I don't see any slippage. We don't want that to bleed onto any for other hair that's left out. Again, I'm doing them a little bit closer at the bottom because. Okay, so we're back with Andrea. We have our finished product with our Shines XG 7N and 4RV. We did our triangle thin slicing dimensional full technique. I think it turned out beautifully. We did a nice blowout with our Avocado Wild Ginger Hydro Queen Whip and some styling treatment oil. Finished off with some shine spray to give some condition and some illumination to her hair. Add a little bit of a wave, and you can really see that she still looks overall blonde, but she's got that dimension, and there again, she's not going to have to worry about a line of demarcation because we chose to go with a demi-permanent. She's going to be able to pop that blonde back in there, change it up without having to sacrifice that integrity of the hair when she decides to change it. So this has been Shines XG, and I'm Kelly Ryan Locker. Thank you for your time today, and we'll be back again with another color technique. Be sure to check out the color XG, Shines XG. We have PM Shines, lots of different things to choose from to customize your color for your guests. Thank you so much, and have a great day.